business venture. Your restaurant was deemed nasty. And it's proven while you talking about her education, we can't even verify yours.
Ooh.
But since you sold for women, I really already knew by the way you handled Fania. But for you to sit up here and disparage that woman after giving her that fake ass congratulations in the beginning because you thought you was gonna get what you wanted. Here's the thing. I want to educate you. Stephanie Wiedemann is a 20-year employee, and ain't none of her business ventures ever failed. On top of that, she serves as a chief of staff, and she didn't fuck her way to the top.
Oh my God.
Boy, was he talking greasy to her. She was ignoring him, though. But, I mean, don't get me wrong now. I think she did a lot of bad stuff, but the way he was talking to the sister, it was like, bro, in my opinion, I think he was a little bit out of bounds. I'm not from there. I really don't have a say, but I feel like it was a bit much, but it didn't have to turn in what it turned into. But he didn't have to say some of the things that he was saying, in my opinion. I mean, still a black woman, you know what I mean?
And don't hide her deeds. She is efficient in organization. She served as a temporary interim executive director for the Dalton Park District until she stepped aside to help her daughter become something you'll never be, which is a married woman.
Damn.
Moved away to Texas, and when her daughter moved away to Texas, she went to help her daughter. But I done heard about 4 or 5 people tell me how they had to take care of yours. And so while you've been a half-ass mayor, but if you wanted to get up here and earn some respect, then you should have been able to respond to Lori Lightfoot's report about credit cards. You want to talk about them not coming to work, but we've been hearing about what you've been doing while you've been at work, and I'm going to give away the rest of my time because I think on behalf of the Black Cookout Association that we would better take a vote that we're going to exchange your black ass for Stephanie to be the new member of our. So all those in favor say, all those against it say nay, all those in favor say aye. You gone, bitch.
Damn. He said, you gone, bitch. Damn, bro. Let's hear it again, shit. I got to hear that again.
So all those in favor say, all those against it say nay, all those in favor say aye. You gone, bitch.
Damn. The crazy part is, Tiffany right here, she gonna get involved. Now she gonna get up. I don't know if y'all seen this angle, but you gonna see. That's her right there. I don't know if y'all can really see it. That's her right there in them gray pants. Hold on, I got another angle too. Okay, here you go, right here. Honestly, it really turned into a bunch of bullshit for a town hall meeting. Like, it was really ridiculous. And I mean, but at the same time, the stuff that he was saying, I couldn't blame her husband for getting up and wanting to fight or wanting to say something. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame him for that. But I really can't blame the other dude, really. I mean, he shouldn't have said some of the stuff he said, but at the same time, I can't blame him for some of the stuff that he was saying because if you know the history of what's been going on, it's a lot of people in this city that's been ready for her to go. She's been overspending on budget. They had to bring Lori Lightfoot in. She did an investigation. It was one time Tiffany went to Las Vegas and spent a lot of money. Then she tried to act like she didn't know nothing about it. She had an event called the Taste of Thornton, where she brought in Kiki Wyatt and Jay Holiday and gave them like $30,000 a piece to perform. And then when you seen the people who came out to the event, it was very lackluster. She paid some cops excessive overtime. She paid, I want to say it was It was either like a chief of police or it was either chief of police. I can't remember exactly what his title was, but they ended up. I think the township ended up letting him go or relieving him of his duties or something, and she brought him back. So they revoked the credit card, the town's credit card. Matter of fact, I got a clip that explains some of the things that was going on with Tiffany Henyard, where Lori Lightfoot kind of gave some details. Check this out.
The Board of Trustees, in many instances, was not.
I see somebody trying to comment, bro, but you're not commenting on my actual. You commenting on my on the post. It's easier for me to read them if you comment. If you click on the video and comment in the live chat. I just so happen to be looking at my phone.
Was not able to even track or see credit card purchases that were being done over the last few years.
From 2022 to 2023, credit card usage jumped to nearly $780,000. Lightfoot could not determine what many of those purchases were for or if any were for municipal purposes. Lightfoot says she hit many roadblocks.
Hold on, y'all. Let me start it over.
At the Dalton Field House as residents waited anxiously to see
what
former Mayor Lori Lightfoot uncovered. Nearly a year ago, Dalton trustees hired Lightfoot to figure out where the money was going.
I'm very disappointed.
Anthony Williams is a longtime resident who wanted to hear it firsthand.
Because I didn't know a lot of these things, and I don't think a lot of people in here knew.
The investigation discovered credit card spending was out of control and went unregulated.
The Board of Trustees, in many instances, was not able to even track or see credit card purchases that were being done over the last few years.
From 2022 to 2023, credit card usage jumped to nearly $780,000. Lightfoot could not determine what many of those purchases were for or if any were for municipal purposes. Lightfoot says she hit many roadblocks from the administration.
There was a concerted, systematic effort on behalf of Mayor Henyard.
You said it was her boyfriend and not her husband. Either or. I mean, either way, like I said, I don't blame the dude. He was just defending his girl or whatever. Yeah. It was packed. Bro, I sent you a link if you want to come on and talk to me about it. It should be in that post.
Henyard and others in her administration to hide the true financial condition of the village of Dalton from the trustees and from members of the public.
Much of what's in Lightfoot's final report was mentioned in her preliminary findings from last August.
I actually think it was a waste of taxpayer dollars.
It leaves those running for office and advocating for new change in Dalton to question the overall spending.
The guardians of the finances. Well, that's the whole legislative body, in my opinion. That's not only the mayor, but that's the trustees as well.
Yet current trustees say hiring Lightfoot was necessary to highlight whatever Henyard was hiding.
The minute that we stopped getting information, we knew that something was wrong. And we've gone through multiple years of trying to find a way to ascertain the information. And that's why Lori's report was essentially critical.
Now, you might recall there was about $40,000 in single spending on Amazon in a day that was previously reported by Lightfoot. Her report shows...
Yeah, that did get brought up too, but I did want to just skip to another clip where it was kind of funny that I remember when this reporter was asking her about the whole Las Vegas trip. And I want y'all to see this, how she just kind of acted like, oh, she had no recollection. I don't recall. She had this nonchalant type attitude about it.
Thousands of dollars on a trip to Las Vegas, where a shopping center conference was underway. Henyard and her allies spent thousands on everything from steak dinners to hotels and what appeared to be first-class airfare.
I do not handle anything as relates to with credit cards. As you heard me speak today in my board meeting about, I do not handle that.
Some of those charges are for you, though.
No, sir.
You didn't go to Las Vegas?
I always crack up when she say that. She said,
What is that?
No comment.
You don't know if you were in Las...
Another reason why this is funny to me, y'all don't know this, but this is me personally. she looks like my baby mom. Like she got the same those big eyes like my baby mama. So, and I know how my baby mama used to lie. And to me, I'm laughing because it's like I'm reliving something right now. Y'all just don't understand how that is for me. I'm like, bro, is it something with these women with these big eyes? Do they just lie? Can they help it? Is this some type of gene with big-eyed women?
We're in Las Vegas?
Of course I do.
Were you?
It's not paid by them.
Did you fly first class to Las Vegas?
Any other questions?
Lord
Actually,
have mercy.
we have a lot more questions, but neither Tiffany Henyard nor her advisor, Keith Freeman, responded to our request for comment.
I just couldn't believe it. When I heard that clip and the way she was just dodging the questions, I just laughed. And if y'all had been keeping up with it like I was at one point, she didn't know nothing about anything. People was coming into meetings. She was kicking them out. The residents was voicing their opinions. Mics was getting cut off. Then she would just try to skip over people. Let's move on. She was talking crazy to people. She was ignoring people. She had at one point had like a lawyer sitting next to her. I guess he was checking her. He even told her one time it was something that she couldn't do. And she basically told him that she was going to do it anyway. I wish I still had these clips because I did save a bunch of them, but I didn't save so many clips since then that I didn't feel like scrolling all the way back. But I should have made a separate folder specifically for her. But I got tons of clips. I'm telling y'all, where she is just berating fucking residents of the city who just voicing their opinions and voicing their complaints. She taking it for a joke. She's come under investigation, and then she'll still go out and do something lavish on the town's dime. So that fight, it's almost as if, I mean, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? What do you expect?
Your restaurant was deemed nasty. And it's proven while you talking about her education, we can't even verify yours.
I mean, look at it right now. She's ignoring him. She got her head down. She's not paying attention to nothing that he's saying on purpose. This isn't something. This ain't a one-off. This was like a natural thing that she used to do. She would just ignore these people. She'd come into meetings late, dressed up, looking real nice, having bodyguards around her. At one point, it was a guy who got up. He kind of, it looked like he was finna walk up there and do something. She was scared. You could tell she was scared. She was like, damn, he finna get me. But, a bunch of cops and stuff stepped in and made him go back. But I could tell the whole time that something like this was gonna come to a head. You could just tell. And I think recently she didn't make the ballot or something. I don't know if y'all remember that, she didn't make the ballot or something. Or she came too late to do something, or she couldn't run again. And it was a joke.
But since you sold for women, I really, really, really already knew by the way you handled Fania. But for you to sit up here and disparage that woman,
What you say? Wasn't just a meeting, but her interrogation after being put on blast. Yeah. They've been interrogating her. They've been questioning her. She just never answers the questions. I done seen a couple of meetings. She just don't answer the questions. They ask her something, she look at them. She got this look like, okay, whatever. And then she just moves on. But like I say, Cash, I did send you a link down there, bro. I don't know if you wanted to come on and talk about it, because I don't know if you've been following along with this whole situation too. But man, this is crazy. This is just a crazy situation.
I'm not giving her that fake ass congratulations in the beginning because you thought you was gonna get what you wanted. Here's the thing. I want to educate you. Wiedemann is a 20-year employee, and they none of her business ventures ever failed.
She definitely pleading the fifth. She ain't trying to answer nothing. But like I say, it's too late. Lori Lightfoot already did the work. She didn't expose her. you know, I'm gonna keep looking for some of these other clips, but I mean, this
On
is
top of
crazy.
that, she serves as a chief of staff, and she didn't fuck her way to the top. Efficient in budgets and don't hide her deeds. She is efficient in organization. She served as a temporary interim executive director for the Dalton Park District until she stepped aside to help her daughter become something you'll never be, which is a married woman. And her daughter moved away to Texas, and when her daughter moved away to Texas, she went to help her daughter, but I done heard about 4 or 5 people tell me how they had to take care of yours. And so while you've been a half-ass mayor, but if you wanted to get up here and earn some respect, then you should have been able to respond to Lori Lightfoot's report about credit cards. You want to talk about them not coming to work, but we've been hearing about what you've been doing while you've been at work, and I'm going to give away the rest of my time because I think on behalf of the Black Cookout Association that we would better take a vote that we're going to exchange your black ass for Stephanie to be the new member of our. So all those in favor say, all those.
Who he's talking about is this another lady that serves on the board too. And she is the one that's actually been going against Tiffany because she noticed a lot of the wrongdoings and things that's been going on. She was speaking out. And I think she ended up throwing her head in the ring so she could basically take Tiffany's spot. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen by the way I've been hearing other people talk when I look at these clips. I'm not saying that's for sure, but just off of me checking out a lot of these clips, that's what I've been noticing.
Those against it say nay. All those in favor say aye. You know, bitch.
Crazy. I'm telling you. Just craziness.
Dawn and Scott, that showdown is
this was earlier where it was I think a incident happened at this municipal building right here.
Continuing outside of Dalton Village Hall, trustees voted 4-2 to override Mayor Henyard's veto and reinstate Mayor Lori Lightfoot's investigation into Henyard's spending into that 2023 trip to Las Vegas. And as you mentioned, soon after that vote, things just broke down into utter chaos. Multiple sides shouting obscenities at each other. Cops had to step in and break it up. This is right after Henyard and her allies tried to block Lightfoot from getting up and making some brief remarks. Eventually, Lightfoot got her mic turned on, and here's a little bit of what she had to say.
That's what I was telling y'all. You remember? People would get up there and try to speak and expose some of this stuff, and sometimes they would be sitting there talking, and the mic would just shut off. Or if the mic even came on, they would just say, "Okay, hold on, we trying to work something out. We trying to get your mic working." But it would take them so long. Basically, what they want you to do is just forget your whole thought process, lose track of what's going on. Then when your mic finally comes on, you kind of stumbling and bumbling around, and then they just dismiss you. That's what's really going on. What's up, Cash?
Yeah, peace. Mic check. Oh yeah, word up.
What's up, bro?
Good.
What
good.
you
Thank
think
you
about this whole situation? Oh, no problem.
First and foremost, man, this is a free speech country. I'm echoing.
You echoing?
Check.
Yeah, you kind of, your mic is going in and out. You on the iPhone?
Yeah.
Can you put it on like voice isolation?
Not too sure where.
You don't know where it's at. If you pull a menu down from the top right, and then you click on, hold on. I keep changing it. Now where is it at? Now I'm confused. They didn't change it again.
Like a search. You said voice isolation?
Oh, it should. Yeah, it should be at the top right when you pull the menu down. I lost you. You still there?
Right. Oh, do you mind if you mute? Let me just see if that's what's going on. Check.
Yeah. I can mute you.
I was saying, I think her mic's picking up mine.
I can hear you, but it's like, it's like kind of cutting out a little
Kind of
bit.
quiet.
No, I can hear you perfectly. It's just like cutting out, like chopping your words up.
Would it be fine if I turn my camera off? I feel like that might help the connection.
It could. I don't think it will. Is you on speakerphone, or you got a headset in or something? I can't hear you now. I can't hear you. But while Cash is getting that together, I'm gonna finish showing y'all this clip, man. You back? Oh, he went offline.
I see it blinking too.
Okay. I see you. I can hear you now. It's just still like cutting out.
Yeah.
It's okay. Go ahead. I can make out what you're saying. Go ahead.
Free country.
You said it's a free speech country?
Yeah. Most of these government public hearings have become random. People just come and complain to the elected officials, even for reparations meetings. This seems similar. The fact that shows that people are actually interested in what's going on in politics, and shout out to them for forcing that audit. I wouldn't say Lori Lightfoot's a friend of the Black community, but in this instance, she works hard. I only mention the free speech thing because no matter what people come and say, if you're an elected official, if you're a public figure, you should be able to take what it brings. Because you work for us. Thank you for letting me speak.
All right, no problem, bro. I appreciate it. And basically what he was saying was, I know he said something about this is the same thing that kind of goes on at reparations hearings. And he said he doesn't typically, I guess, back Lori Lightfoot. She isn't a friend to our community. But in this case, she was a friend to our community for the job that she did of investigating Tiffany Henyard. So I'm pretty sure I understood that. So if y'all didn't understand that, I think I kind of summed it up as best as I could. I tried. But yeah, man, Cash, man, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you putting your 2 cents in as well. If anybody else want to come on and put in their 2 cents, you can do that. I actually have a link on the post. If you can't find the post, then type in the comment section, just say that you want to join the show, and I can send you a link personally to either your DMs, or if you're on YouTube, I could just put a link in the chat for you, and you can come on as well.
Thank you. What I was saying is that it's an honor to be working on behalf of the residents of Dalton. We have not arrested one of them.
You was once a mayor too. You should not even be disrespectful like that. That's sad. Clear the room. Clear the room, guys. This means adjourn. Everybody out.
So 2 hours of absolute contention here. Lots of residents voicing their concerns. Earlier today, Mayor Henyard had the block in front of Village Hall cordoned off, making it very difficult for folks to get here, especially if you were senior or disabled. So Lightfoot's investigation, at least according to trustees, is back on now. It's going to focus into Henyard's spending of village resources, as well as that 2023 trip to Las Vegas. And Henyard doesn't believe the investigation is legal. Now, residents lined up hours before the meeting. They got in, they packed the Village Hall, and they let their feelings about Mayor Henyard be known.
You're not going to understand until they put those cuffs on you. You're not going to understand it. You don't care. But, baby, they on to you.
It is a shame that we, the public, can't ask you anything about the BMWs, the Range Rovers, all of that. It's like you're keeping all of that hidden from the taxpayers, and we pay for those.
You guys are following fiction, a made-up story. It is a smear campaign going on right now. People are using...
So as you can...
It's even been a couple of points where you notice where she'll make these little videos. It's like she thinks she Trump. It's like she even said that she was like, we gonna beat this just like Trump is doing. So I think when she was doing it at the same time, she was trying to either get Trump on her side, or maybe Trump would come down and, back her. She was doing anything and everything that she could to get the public or any type of adversaries on her side. But it just didn't. It just didn't hit. Cass says public hearings are just rant sessions now. Officials work for us and should be able to take critique without fighting. Exactly, bro. I agree. He says I summed it up pretty good. Appreciate it, man. I tried. If you go back and check this video, you'll see what I'm talking about. I could hear it, but it was just like cutting you out. Like I could hear you perfectly, but it was like he was like and then but I'm kind of reading your lips. But man, yeah, I appreciate you coming on here, man. Anytime, brother. But let me get back because I know a lot of people seen the title of this video and y'all want to see the action. So as far as that goes, I guess I could play it a couple of more times, maybe one or two more times just for y'all.
Your restaurant was deemed nasty. And it's proven while you talking about her education, we can't even verify yours. But since you sold for women, I really already knew by the way you handled Fania. For you to sit up here and disparage that woman after giving her that fake ass congratulations in the beginning because you thought you was gonna get what you wanted. Here's the thing. I want to educate you. Stephanie Wiedemann is a 20-year employee, and ain't none of her business ventures ever failed. On top of that, she serves as a chief of staff, and she didn't fuck her way to the top. She's efficient and budgets and don't hide her deeds. She is
in Texas. That's what we call going down through there. I don't know if y'all say that anywhere else, but down here we say that nigga was going down through there on her
ass. Efficient in organization. She served as a temporary interim executive director for the Dalton Park District until she stepped aside to help her daughter become something you'll never be, which is a married woman. And her daughter moved away to Texas, and when her daughter moved away to Texas, she went to help her daughter, but I done heard about 4 or 5 people tell me how they had to take care of yours. And so while you've been a half-ass mayor, but if you wanted to get up here and earn some respect, then you should have been able to respond to Lori Lightfoot's report about credit cards. You want to talk about them not coming to work, but we've been hearing about what you've been doing while you've been at work, and I'm going to give away the rest of my time because I think on behalf of the Black Cookout Association that we would better take a vote that we're going to exchange your black ass for Stephanie to be the new member of Army. So all those in favor say, all those against it say nay, all those in favor say aye. You gone, bitch.
What the fuck, y'all? God
It's the sound effects, man. Crazy. The shit that broke out, just crazy, man. That's crazy. Like I say, man, y'all got any thoughts? Any takeaways from this? My takeaway is that they got to do better. I mean, they made a mistake. They picked the wrong person. I'm pretty sure that at the time it seemed like she was a good candidate. She was going to come in and do right by the people. But once she got in there, all of the frivolous spending, taking all the trips, spending money on Amazon, excessive overtime. You know what that is. That's basically hooking up some friends, putting money in their pocket, which I get it at the same time because we could say it's a lot of white people do the same thing, but we know what's going to happen if we try stuff like this. So, and then too, it's just hurting your community. You wasting money. You could be doing better things with that. And I'm not saying not put no money in people's pockets. To be honest with you, I probably wouldn't have gave him as much overtime as she was giving him, but hell, I probably would have gave him some overtime. Other people do it. I'm just being honest. I would have boosted him a little bit. I would have upped some pay, something legal. Sent everybody to the next tier. I'd have did something like that. But I mean, after the investigation, I'm pretty sure they're gonna get it together. The next person will come in, and they should be fearful to even try to pull anything that Tiffany was pulling. You know, they call her super mayor, or they call her the Dalton dictator. I've heard a couple of monikers that they didn't gave her since I've been checking this stuff out. But overall, man, it's just a crazy situation. It's a crazy situation. It's another angle. She actually went in there and looked like she was throwing some blows, didn't it? Hold on. She ran in there. There she go right there. She was so mad. You know she was hot. If they called her the B word, was saying stuff about her daughter. Oh, man. I know she was hot. She wanted to get in there. She like, shit, it's over with now.
Tiffany is in there. Tiffany is in there.
Woman. And her daughter moved away to Texas, and when her daughter moved away to Texas, she went to help her daughter. But I done heard about 4 or 5 people tell me how they had to take care of yours. And so now you've been a half-ass mayor. But if you wanted to get up here and earn some respect, then you should have been able to respond to Lori Lightfoot's report about credit cards. You want to talk about them not coming to work, but we've been hearing about what you've been doing while you've been at work. And I'm going to give away the rest of my time because I think on behalf of the Black Cookout Association that we would rather take a vote that we're going to exchange your black ass for Tiffany to be the new member of Congress. So all those in favor say, all those against it.
What you say, Cash? He says, I would never knew about the corruption until frustration led to fighting. Now it's national news. Yeah, bro, I was keeping up with this when she first started doing stuff. When they first reported on her, she was giving these cops. I mean, over time, you was like, there's no way that they was even working that amount of time. She had her own detail. If she went to the store, bro, she had a detail with her. I'm talking, this is just a regular mayor of a town. She got a detail going to get groceries. She was acting as if she was a president, like she had to be guarded at all times. You know, some of these mayors and stuff, people don't even know them, bro. Let's just be real. Even where I'm at, some of these people don't know the mayor. They may see him, and even if they see him, they don't really care, bro. It's not like, oh my God, it's the mayor of our town. Oh my God. It's not like that. But that's how she was treating this position. She was treating it as if she was the president. And she was just wasting a lot of money in doing so because these details, she was paying these guys so much money. I want to say some of them was making like 200,000, like 150, 200,000 a year. Just crazy. Crazy.
Say nay, all those in favor say aye. You gone, bitch.
What is the cop doing? He ain't really trying to break it up. You would think he would start grabbing something, but I guess it's just him. Look like he would start tasing somebody or get the mace out or something. But I guess he couldn't get the mace out because you got old people. You got a lot of innocent bystanders. But so he was probably in a pickle. So I ain't gonna too much fault him at that. But you could tell he was reaching for something though. He's like, man, I'm gonna have to do something in a minute. It's getting out of control. Yeah, that was pretty crazy, man. Tiffany Henyard is something else. Yeah, I've been kind of dipping and dabbing on that a little bit. I've been in and out with that subject matter, just checking out what she had going on. Like I say, I guess they thought she was gonna be pretty good at first. She probably talked a good game. She was a young lady, from the city, and they was probably expecting her to do a lot more, which she probably did. To be honest with you, maybe she was doing stuff not knowing what the consequences were, thinking if I get this position, then I can just kind of do anything I want, not realizing that she was committing crimes or just uh, wearing out the city budget. Because I think they didn't have a couple of audits for some years. And I think it was a comptroller ended up saying that he wanted an audit of what was going on in the city. And they hadn't given him one for like 3 years. I think it was about 3 years. So I'm sure they'll get it cleaned up now. But I don't got too much more, man. I just kind of wanted to show y'all that and let y'all see what was going on and kind of give some people who had been following along with me, give y'all an update on it. Because, like I said, I had got away from it for a while once the election got started. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had, man. As always, y'all know, man, appreciate y'all watching the show. Y'all can follow me on YouTube at Roddy Rod Show. Y'all can follow me here if you're following me on X. Or if you're not following me, then go ahead and hit that follow button. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you don't mind, you can share it out to any of your other platforms and let people know, hey man, the Roddy Rod Show, I like his content. Go check him out from time to time. Make sure they come over here and subscribe. Also, leave a comment. Leave some type of interaction on the page, man. It always helps me out. And I appreciate y'all coming through. Peace.